Hello, welcome to episode 41 of No Holds Barred Pod. That is Sal.
Hello, and that is Don.
No,
When we said we were going to do names this week, that's not what I thought you meant.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, sorry, we should just start again then. Hi, welcome to No Holds Barred Pod with Sal Dodson and Don McGowan. Is that what you meant?
I mean, it's fine. You know.
Oh, just to let everyone know, I'm a bit delirious. I feel like I'm coming down with the flu. I'm a bit virusy, and so yeah, this might be a fun episode.
That explains a lot. Oh, speaking of explaining a lot, I recently discovered... Oh, God, I'm going to have to think now. I'm going to have to plummet the depths of my memory from an hour ago. I just found out, or maybe I'd forgotten, who knows, Tommy Robinson's ex-wife is with a Muslim that was like a teenage sweetheart of hers.
I saw that.
And has just been offered protection in Dubai.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter this afternoon.
Squares that little circle, doesn't it?
Doesn't it just? I've got something to say about
Christ.
Mr. Yaxley Lennon, but we'll come on to him a bit later. But yeah, I saw that's an interesting sort of what they call it in Marvel, and like an origin story. Yeah. Or at least background information on why.
Well, it explains so much. Exactly.
It does. So
the man is not an aware person.
No, he's not. So before we crack on with the show, I've got two things I wanted to say about the show. Firstly, I want to put this in at the beginning because then people maybe miss it at the end. We've got a new website. It's noholdsbarredpod.com, and it's going to be on the bottom of the screen anyway if you're watching. It's our sort of home for everything. Lots of things going on there already and loads more coming along. So check us out there. If you want to find us or get in touch with us, that's the best place now. So
are all your writings on there too?
Some are. Yours is going on there and mine is going on there.
Oh, I mean, don't worry about my...
Your byline article.
My one and stuck article.
Yeah, but it's really good. So, yeah, no, the right...
I was going to advertise your wares because they're very, very good.
Sorry, thank you. You can do if you like.
I just did, I think. Oh,
yeah, my Substack. I put out a new one this morning about kind of dystopian nightmare that is 2026 already. So
they're good, not enjoyable.
Yeah, it's certainly... Do you know, I started writing that and it started with a different title. It said, Welcome to the New Year. And then as I wrote it, it got more and more dark and kind of grim, so I completely changed the intro when I'd finished writing it because it ended up at some, I don't know, Orwellian kind of dystopia.
Well, do you know what? For everybody listening, we have hope in the fact that knowledge is power. And something else I was going to say that's just fallen out my head. So that's smashing.
Memory is not our strong suit.
No,
collectively we're not good at it, but yeah.
I'm really going to lose my thread in a minute. Yeah, knowledge is power, and to be forearmed is forewarned, or something or other like that. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? You know, definitely. We're trying to stay ahead of the game so we can be as best prepared.
Yeah, absolutely right.
And, do the right shouting in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you fancy a really dark 1,500 words about why I think Trump's gone America's fully fascist, go for my Substack. The link will be down below. Right.
It's your language is very colourful, and in a good way, not in a me way. So.
Yeah, tried to make it interesting. Pardon me. Right. So what have we got to talk about today? Quite a lot of things, really. What have you got coming up?
Oh, we could finish the teeny tiny Tommy titillation, couldn't we? Teeny tiny Tommy Tel Aviv Steve, or is it Eve? So I did that.
Yeah, very good. Do you want to tell them?
No, you can do.
Oh, okay. So in case you're not aware, Stephen Yaxley Lennon, a.k.a. Tommy Robinson, put a post out on Twitter last night, which I have somewhere. Oh, where is it? I can't find it. But in essence, he put out a rant about Keir Starmer potentially banning X, which I don't think is going to happen. But he said, how is this possibly allowed? I see this on YouTube. And it said it was a YouTube advert that he'd been served up for a gay dating site, which said 18 18 to unlimited age or something like that. And he was like, oh, age limit unlimited. And he took that to mean that it was under 18s down the way, but obviously meant above 18s. But the entire internet, and I noticed this afternoon that it's actually trending on Twitter, Tommy Robinson's post backfires. Everyone, me included, pointed out to him that these are algorithmically fed adverts that he's seeing. So he's just kind of like...
Based on his search history?
Based on his viewing and search history. YouTube has served him up an advert for a gay dating site. So maybe he's just outed himself without thinking about it. So, yeah, that's quite amusing. And then he went
about
full on...
them who protest the loudest.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then he massively overcorrected, didn't he, this afternoon, and started being
he hasn't stopped. He's like spamming about.
Is he still going on?
Prove he isn't gay.
Toxic masculinity posts after the other. It's horrendous.
Stop doubling down, you dimwit.
But I said on Twitter he's morphing into Andrew Tate, because obviously I think Andrew Tate's in exactly the same boat, isn't he? 100%.
They're all just livid with themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they can't be the man they want to be. And the man 100%. They want to be is a fucking psychopath, which is baffling in and of itself, but here we are.
Yeah, so that's a very amusing turn of events in the Tommy Robinson world, that he accidentally outed himself online last night by algorithm. But yeah, good on you, Tommy. You're welcome, I'm sure, to the Pride marches.
Dope.
I know, mad. But yeah, it's funny that it's trending on Twitter this afternoon. Like, currently still trending.
That's delightful.
That's nearly 24 hours later.
You reap what you sow, don't you?
Yeah, here, look, this. I've just found the trending topic on Twitter. This Tommy Robinson's YouTube ad jab backfires over personalisation. On January 12, Robinson accused Starmer of ignoring YouTube while targeting X amid a UK probe, blah, blah, blah. Users fired back that the Pride's Date ad promoting LGBTQ plus dating with no age limit likely stemmed from his watch history, Google searches, or interest via my ad center. Jokes poured in, with one top reply from Larry the Cat simply stating, YouTube ads are targeted based on the user statement. Oh, dearie me.
I don't know who Larry the Cat is, but they're brilliant.
Oh, he's fantastic, Larry the Cat online. Absolute feline legend.
Might be Henry Morris, you know.
It's got that feel about it, hasn't it?
Yeah, I reckon it is.
Yeah. Would not surprise me.
When he used to do the Secret Tory.
Yeah, the Secret Tory was always brilliant.
The too many Tories were getting blamed.
Yeah, I know. They accused loads of people, didn't they? It's such a shame Twitter's become such a fucking cesspit. It used to be such a nice place full of funny, good people. There's always dickheads, but there was a good balance of nice people to balance it, but they've all
this is a handy segue into chatting about the banning of Grok or legislation that Starmer's bringing. Well, Killer Kendall,
Liz Kendall.
Yeah. I don't know why they can't just ban Grok and be done with it.
Yeah, I know. That seems like the logical.
Or reprogram it so it doesn't do pictures.
Yeah, take away the generative AI bit of it, yeah.
Whereas what they've done is they're criminalising people who make images. Well, that's already a fucking law.
Yeah.
You're already not allowed to make images of underage fucking children, so what are you talking about?
I think, yeah. Go on.
And how the shit do you police that?
Well, yeah. You can't, and I think that's why it's going to end up as I don't think they're not going to ban X. I mean, that's just not feasible, I don't think.
And even if they did...
Yeah, no, I don't think they'll ban X. I think it's as you say, it's too easy to get around this stuff. But
just the way Musk is handling this proves exactly what kind of psychology he is. He's an absolute man baby.
Yeah, totally.
If he can't grasp why this is dangerous I suppose it's difficult when your dad's buffing your sister in it. Well, you know.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
I'm not saying I excuse him, but if understanding is half the fucking battle with these people, if you can understand them, you can see their cycles of behaviour. But they need the toys taken away. And until that happens, and we might be decades, if ever, away from that, but Jesus, fuck me. Humans need boundaries. That's my thing now. Greed.
Yeah, that's
Human
fair.
greed needs a boundary. Across the fucking board, and I hate generalising, but that might be the one thing we can generalise about.
Yeah, that
Just
seems
saying.
fair. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I think that's just going to come down to some sort of strong regulation. But as you say, I think they just need to take away the generative part of the AI where it's allowed to make stuff for now, anyway.
Yeah.
Because I think the fight will become where Musk decides he doesn't want to do it. You know, he's sticking to his free speech absolutionist bullshit. But Brazil banned X in 2023, was it? I think because it
briefly, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was allowing sort of misinformation and all sorts of things. And Musk capitulated. He gave up. He basically said, "All right, sorry, I'll do what you want." So he is aware of things happening. And
well,
then
the EU have got legislation. They can't use X the same way we can.
No, the Digital Services Act in the EU, isn't it? Yeah.
Why don't we just replicate that? You know, like we're replicating literally everything fucking else that we left, like a gang of dickheads. Sorry.
Yeah, I think they tried to do it with the Online Safety Act, but it's completely nonsense. That as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really do what it's supposed to do. So, yeah, I think the EU were pretty hot on this. They were releasing statements yesterday about it. They're not going to stand for it. Obviously, the EU got a lot more power than us on our own little lonesome now that we are after Brexit.
Yeah.
So it might be down to them to kick it off and us following along in their coattails. But yeah, something has to change, doesn't it? They can't allow this nonsense to carry on. Oh,
I knew there was something I hadn't written down. I'm very much enjoying the EU's reform clause.
Oh yeah, the Farage clause.
Delicioso.
Oh, that really put the cat amongst the xenophobic pigeons yesterday, didn't it?
As previously mentioned on No Holds Barred Pod.
Indeed.
Just saying.
Indeed. Yeah.
But, I mean, it's what a smart person would do.
Of course. They're not going to spend years negotiating a stupid fucking Brexit, and then 10 years later, Farage comes along and, then we go back in, or not back in, but reset.
Do the hokey cokey.
Yeah.
Knees bent.
Exactly. And then only for Farage to come along in 2029 and just whip us back out again. It's not feasible.
Just still.
Yeah. So, but the Farage clause is a nice thing for the EU to drop in, I think.
Well, I mean, they did not like it, did they?
No, they did not. There was a lot of shouting online about...
That's what it's like in a faux democracy. I can't sing. I'm really sorry. I forgot I couldn't sing.
That wasn't bad.
Sometimes I forget I'm not just talking to you.
Yeah. We were talking about this the other day, weren't we? Because I showed you how many countries were being viewed and listened to in.
I know. I mean, I'm absolutely
world.
Delighted because I do think we all need to hold hands around the world across borders and seas and upend this insanity that is modern day end stage capitalism.
Yeah.
And then do it properly with like people power. So I'm delighted. Everybody overseas, tell your friends, spread it around. Because we need an umbrella so everyone, I mean, not to say too much, but I think I can say that we got contacted recently by an international dissident who would like to come on the pod.
Yeah, he asked us to come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. It's absolutely fabulous. But I think that generally speaking, dissidents on their own aren't very powerful. But if all the dissidents got together with all of the people and we raised up, I think that could make a difference. And, you know,
definitely.
Will it ever happen? Who knows? But you've got to start somewhere. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Like I think we've got listeners and viewers in 45 countries around the world now, which is huge for us. Huge.
That's incredible.
Including Myanmar. When you're talking about dissidents, that made me think we've got someone in Myanmar listening.
Burma.
So yeah, Burma, sorry.
Fucking Burma.
But we got listeners in Saudi Arabia, Russia, Romania, Liechtenstein, lots of South Americans, Venezuela, we've got listeners in. So, yeah.
Well, to everybody listening, when we speak of countries, we're talking about governments, not proletariats.
Of course,
we're pro-proletariat, anti-capitalist, insane governments.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, that was just funny when you said to me the other day, just sometimes you forget it's just us chatting and you're like, oh, look,
and then you start singing like a mentalist.
Thousands of people around the world watching us. But I think that's what I said to you, though. That's our USP, is we just chatting like friends and just having a good conversation. And I think people like that. I hope they do anyway. They seem to, from what I can tell. So
yeah, it's fab, isn't it?
Apart from the far right. But yeah.
Quite like it when we get drunk as well, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, like 1,000 people watching us get pissed. Good on you.
Down for that. Where do you want to go now? I mean, just...
Well, I've got a couple of things on America. I've got a
mad list.
Yeah, I've got
Greenland, Colombia, Iran, France, Mandelson, Hillsborough.
Yeah, nice. That is quite a tour de force. No, Tour de France. Tour de something. Shall I just mention quickly reform? Get that out of the way. Because
I mean, they're literally the comfort food these days, aren't they?
They are, especially when they're announcing another press conference with their latest Tory defection.
Oh, it was obscene. It was obscene.
Nadeem Zahawi joined Reform UK yesterday at a press conference, another press conference as held multiple times a week. And I was out at hospital and you texted me about it and I was like, what? Zahawi's joined Reform. So I had to catch up on the press conference when I came back and it was unbelievably boring. Zahawi is so full of his own self-importance and he hasn't got a bone of humour in his body. He's
awful.
So straight down the line. But he just kept going on and on about broken Britain. And I was like, you fucking broke it, you douchebag. You and Boris Johnson
while cheating his taxes.
And whilst
claiming expenses he shouldn't have been claiming.
To keep his horses warm. Yeah. I call him all hot horses. Yeah.
Did you know he's from like...
Iraq?
Iraqi landed gentry. He's literally a stab... Hang on a second, I have a passage from an article that I did read. Yeah. Because it explains everything, and every fucking time, these people.
Yeah. Oh, he's so arrogant.
Born in Baghdad to a Kurdish family in 1967, Zahawi arrived in the UK after his family fled the rule of Saddam Hussein, making him a, what do we call them, refugees?
Yeah.
Refugees. He's a refugee.
An economic migrant, I'd say.
Sort of a refugee. Well, he was fleeing harm, so that comes before the fact that he's got money. Yeah. I'd have thought. Call me what you will.
In theory, yeah.
There'd been a tip-off that Saddam's men were due to pay them a visit. The Zahawis originated from Kanakin, an oil-rich city in the east, close to the border with Iran, and their prosperity, influence and background did not commend them to the Ba'athist regime.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. There it is.
Rich
so he's already establishment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where he went to university, but I could throw a dart at a board.
Yeah, I wouldn't take much to find out. But
lo and behold, he's a fucking multimillionaire politician. Mm-hmm. Isn't he the knobhead that started YouGov as well?
He is. That's why he got in trouble with HMRC, because he sold his shares in YouGov, and his tax on what he sold it for was £5 million, or just under £5 million. So whatever that makes it, he sold it for.
Greedy
tens of millions, and then he forgot, in inverted commas, to pay his tax bill. But it must make clear that he wasn't found guilty of it. It was put down by HMRC as a mistake. Yeah, exactly. He mistakenly forgot to pay £5 million.
Sorry, did we mention that at the time he was the actual Chancellor of the Exchequer? Did we mention that?
Well, he was briefly, yeah. He was
just saying.
Well,
what a whoopsie from the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Are you taking the piss?
That's why he had to leave the Tories. But he was only Chancellor for 2 months. Like
now.
I saw Richard Tice go on about we're welcoming the previous Chancellor, the wealth of experience he brings, and I had a quick look, and he was Chancellor of Exchequer for 2 months. That was it. That was when Boris Johnson.
It's worse than Lizzie Dripping.
Well, it was when Johnson was getting hoofed, and everyone resigned, so he was caretaker prime minister, and Zahawi was brought in as like in this puppet kind of administration for 2 months. But before that, he was Secretary of State for Education, but that was only for 9 months, and that's his only cabinet experience. So less than a year in total. So Richard Tice is bigging him up as the ex-chancellor, but it was literally for 2 months under a puppet government. So that's bullshit.
However, what we have since discovered. I'm sure you must have seen it on Twitter. We found out the real reason he's joined Reform. Go on, Don, you do it.
Oh, go on. Well, apparently he's been pleading and begging Kenny Badenoch
repeatedly.
Yeah, loads of times for a peerage in a seat in the House of Lords, and she refused time and time again. So he basically chucked his toys out his pram. Well, fuck you, I'm off to the other guys then. And that's it.
Do you know what? Yeah. Like, maybe I'm just a bit wonky. I don't know. I wouldn't want an honour that I'd asked or begged for.
No, exactly.
That kind of defeats the fucking object.
I know. Please give me a knighthood. Fucking Jesus. It's so pathetic, isn't it? It's just like...
What's the adult children? It's mad.
Yeah, I know.
But it is little rich kid, never struggled. Oh, something you can't buy and you want it. Is that what this is? You can't buy it, but you really want it because you can't buy it.
Completely.
What?
And I noticed when I was watching back his press conference, I put a little video clip out on it on my Twitter yesterday, that he kept being asked questions about the vaccines, and because he was vaccines minister during COVID, and he was kind of Farage kept saying, oh, it was only because of Brexit, which is obviously bollocks. That was a lie. And Zahawi kept getting asked by the media about, how does this fit in with your ethos as ex-vaccine minister, that Reform platform anti-vaxxers like Asim Malhotra? And he kept getting asked it. And Tony Diver, excuse me, from The Telegraph asked him a question about it again, I think the fourth one it had. And he lost the plot, and he got really sort of angry, and I expect better of you. And he was really sneering at this guy from The Telegraph. And then there's no coincidence that the man who broke the story about him wanting a seat in the House of Lords was Tony Diver from The Telegraph about an hour after that press conference.
Sniggle.
It came from his... Basically, Zahawi told him off, like as if he was like 3 years old in front of everyone. And then an hour and a half later, Tony Diver from The Telegraph was the one that put out this story about him begging Badenoch for a peerage. So, yeah. Reap what you sow, dickhead.
Starmer could have fun with that one tomorrow, except hopefully he'll be more grown up.
Well, yeah. I wonder what Farage is doing tomorrow for PMQs. Which media outlet he's sold himself to this week. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, yeah. So 2 other things about Reform really quick. Bob, one of our followers, Bob Oberti on Twitter, has asked us about if we'd mention about the fact that a YouGov poll came out today with Reform dropping another 2 points. And even Sam Coates and Sky put a tweet out this morning saying Reform peaked. It looks like they peaked in December because they've sort of been consistently falling in the poll since then. So when you've lost Sam Coates at Sky, that's bad for Farage. But yeah, I said it last year. I think I said it in about October or November last year. I think Reform have hit their peak now. I don't think there's much more they can do. And
ever.
And the online chatter about them bringing in Zahawi was absolutely shocking yesterday and today. they are not happy about it. The base.
Oh,
I
know. Isn't it a shame? It's a bit like when they put Layla Cunningham up for London. Poor perspective, man.
Yeah, exactly. So
and now they've doubled down. It's fabulous.
Well, they've got 3 high-ranking Muslim members of the Reform hierarchy now, haven't they? With Zahawi, Yusuf, and Layla Cunningham. So yeah,
Yusuf's
the base.
Not a politician, though, is he?
No, but he's still part of it, and he's still on telly every day with them. He's definitely that. So yeah, they're not happy at all. The last thing about Reform is it's sort of tangentially Reform related because it's down to Kent County Council, and that's Reform run. Tunbridge Wells has been without water for about another 5 days again since the storm last week. It was the second time.
Nationalise that company now.
Yeah. The South Eastern Water are an absolute disgrace. You're all right, your back hurting.
No, it's my neck's gone weird. Started hurting. So.
So South Eastern Water, Tunbridge Wells, have been up in arms again because they can't get water. They haven't got any for 5 days. Southeast Water is saying, "Oh, we're really, really sorry." And then I heard the leader of Kent County Council, who is Reform, saying they're a disgrace. They can't do anything right. She says, Linda Kemkaren, this afternoon on the radio. So I just thought that's just pretty rich coming from you when you're about to put your council tax up by 9% when you promised everyone you were actually going to cut them. So,
just nationalise them now.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
all of them. It's disgusting.
That would be such a win for the government. I know it'd be cost an absolute fortune, but it would be a win for them. Yeah, nationalise water, definitely. That's Reform for the week. Well, for now. I'm sure there'll be more by Friday when we record again next. Sorry.
That's all right. Just before we came on, I happened to see Republican. What's the word? Oh my God, politician.
Senator.
Yeah, Senator Randy Fine.
Oh yeah.
On the news saying that the US has now legislated to make Greenland their 51st state.
They have.
And then conflated, he said, we've got to do it because we don't want another Venezuela on our hands. Now, last time I checked, Greenland had never had a dictator.
No.
So,
no, they definitely do not.
False equivalence, anybody?
American politicians.
These people are mad.
They are. They're mad without being intelligently mad. They're just mad and stupid, which is dangerous. That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw they put together a State Department for the annexation of Greenland. They put it together last night. Yeah.
And they're either going to buy it or take it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Denmark are meeting them next week.
Oh, I can tick them all off now. Because funny enough, I just before we came on, I saw Macron make a speech in Greenland, stating that Greenland is not for sale, and that this is a wake-up call to, I think he actually said to all of the EU, but I'm going to say Europe because, you know.
Yeah. Be inclusive.
Yeah. That said, he applauded the kidnapping of Maduro. And I found out today, in another shock horror to nobody, he's a former Rothschild banker.
Macron is? Oh, well.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
So he was parachuted in, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What else? Ooh. Oh, the Colombian president tells Trump he should have arrested Netanyahu, not Maduro.
Oh, did he?
Them's fighting words. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see
good
that.
for him.
Yeah, good on you. That's
I had to go looking for it, obviously, because it's news.
You're never going to find that.
Yeah.
By default.
And then over in Iran, we've got up to about 650 protesters, I think, have been killed now.
Yeah, a lot.
In the poor people, they're in the most impossible situation. They've got a 46-year-old regime of the mullahs versus Israel, America-backed new regime chosen by Israel and America.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucked either way.
I know.
Now, Omar Jalili, I've just seen Omar Jalili being interviewed.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot on it.
Obviously, it's his homeland. He gets it more than any of us ever could. And he was like, we need regime change regardless, whatever. We don't care, just come and take us over type thing. And I get it. I just, it's just the status quo because of where we are, sort of on this timeline, isn't it?
Yeah.
Poor, the people lose again, and the rich get richer.
As always. Yeah, I saw Back to Reform, but Farage jumped on that bandwagon hard yesterday, didn't he? Outside the Iranian embassy.
Cheeky, hypocritical bastard.
Yeah, I know.
It's outrageous.
He's put out about 5 videos, him and Reform, about Farage being outside the Iranian embassy with the protesters. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Yeah. There has to be something happen in Iran. There has to be regime change, as you said. And
the Iranians have said that if America invade, they will attack Israel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
okay. Let's see that play out. And do you know what? I don't like joking about like things that have real life content. Obviously, we're not going to affect anything, but there has to be some levity, doesn't there, Christ? Because it's all just so heavy. So
definitely,
we're not, poking fun. But nobody wants it. Well, nobody wants any innocent people hurt, Christ.
No, of course not. Never. Yeah, it's been a weird one in America. It's been kind of quiet, apart from because Trump's put out a few things on Truth Social. Said yesterday he's gonna. What was he say? Something like, change is coming. We'll be there soon, or something, into Minneapolis or Minnesota. He's kind of backtracked.
Oh, it's raging. It's not quiet there. It is.
No, it's not.
Fire.
The protests are going hard.
The protesters are now launching fireworks at ICE.
I saw that last night. Yeah, but that's why. What's his face?
Why didn't you make me put a bet on? Oh yeah, because I got no money to bet. But apart from that,
what's Alex Jones? The horrific. He put something out. I saw. Basically calling for the Insurrection Act to be sort of enacted in America. And that's what everyone was predicting would happen. And, Trump might just, if they start getting violent, although fireworks are, no, they are violent, I suppose, but not that bad. But if he starts putting the National Guard on the street, that's game over. That's dictatorship end game, basically. Go on, sorry. Alex Jones.
Alex fucking Jones predicted this years and years ago, right?
Yeah.
He just didn't predict it'd be his mate doing it. And he used to be against it. He used to be he used to be a conspiracy theorist.
That's right.
But he has outed a lot of genuine conspiracies. And I think I don't know, but I would imagine it's driven him a bit potty. I'm not excusing him, just explaining why he's a fucking lunatic. Adding the culture war to narcissism, and it just creates these people, doesn't it? Along with vast wealth.
Yeah. He is insane.
So he's totally turned tail on his own beliefs. Then.
Yeah.
Because he used to think we should stand up to this sort of behaviour, but not anymore.
What was that, under Obama by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, surprised.
So.
Yeah. The only other thing there's lots going on in America. Well, there's two things really. Jerome Powell, who's the chair of the Federal Reserve Bank in America, has taken a stand against Trump this week. Trump basically has threatened him with prison if he didn't lower interest rates. In a nutshell, that's basically what's happened.
That sounds legal.
Yeah. So, weaponizing the state against the sort of independent kind of financial system, Trump has attacked him. And Jerome Powell put out a video on yesterday morning. Basically said to Trump, "Fuck you, come and get me. You're not doing this."
Well, he's the guy that, God, I don't know when it was. It was some months ago, maybe October, something like that.
And a building
He went
site.
to the Federal Reserve and he corrected Trump's bullshit
lies.
figures that he was spewing to the press, and they literally had out in front of the press. So you knew then the man had balls of steel.
Yeah, he was good.
So coming after him, demand was chosen by Bush.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
thicko Bush. He's done 4 presidents. Well, this one twice, I suppose, but
yeah,
it's just he doesn't. He's got no care for consequences because he thinks he can control everything. So and because the consequences will never affect him of the inflation rate screwing everything up, just because it would suit your investments, it will fuck everything else up. So no, we won't and we can't, and that's why we have these laws and rules. Don't care, I'm God.
Yeah, that's effectively it.
This is why we shouldn't have people who are psychopaths in charge of countries.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I wrote a post about it yesterday, and it's the equivalent of Keir Starmer threatening Andrew Bailey, who's the Bank of England governor, with prison if he didn't lower interest rates, which is obviously, you can't do.
Insane.
It's quite mad. And Trump sort of, the US dollar being the world's reserve currency, like Trump's basically leveraging that against his own. Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I've just noticed my light's on orange. And it should be. I don't know how it works. I'm not a great instruction reader. I've got quite a male brain, I think.
I always read the instructions.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Soothes me or something.
It transfixes me. I'm like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so Trump's trying to basically leverage the fact that the US is the world's reserve currency against his own his own kind of federal reserve.
The thing is, if they're not responsible, they shouldn't have that honour.
Well, no.
And they're not responsible. They're fucking mental.
Well, that was my thought. Is like, and I had a bit of read about it. Is like, how feasible would it be for like the euro to come along, and that would be the next biggest currency in the world. It would take a lot of work, but it's doable, I reckon. If they, if the EU got their arse in gear and Trump really did kick America into the ground. But
I tell you what else, it shut them knobheads up who were like, "Oh, we need to keep the Great British Pound."
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It's money.
It's yeah. So just this afternoon, or it was this morning, actually. Sorry, the European Central Bank and European and international central banks stand in full solidarity with the Federal Reserve System and its chair, Jerome H. Powell. The independence of central banks is in the interest of the people we serve, and basically, so the ECB, along with a load of other banks. So we got Andrew Bailey, governor of the Bank of England, the Swedish bank, the Danish bank, Swiss, Australian, Canadian, Korean, Brazilian, international settlements. They all came out and said, this isn't good enough, Trump. That's a big sort of, that's quite strong for
he's going to have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, international kind of organisations standing up to him. So that's quite a positive thing, I think. I mean, what happens with Trump is he'll just ignore it clearly. But
well, I was thinking about this before because these types of people, and you saw it with Mandami, when if you come in and you match their confidence and you hold your boundaries, they will actually respect you more than if you go in as a simp.
Yeah.
They might get whatever they want from you, but they don't respect you. They think you're a piece of shit and they will continue to shit on you as such. But if you go in there, you might not get everything you want, but you keep the playing field more level.
Yeah, there's a big grudge.
If that makes any sense. And the trouble is, you can't be responsible for people's actions. You can only be responsible for your reactions.
Yeah, true.
And if America's reactions to us standing up to them are, well, you're no longer our whatever the fuck we are supposed to, you're no longer our lapdog poodle. We gotta go, okay then, because do you know what? So much of our financial systems are tied to America right now. They earn a fortune off us. I only learned from Paul Joe today, every single card transaction that happens through Visa or MasterCard or Amex, a proportion of that goes to the American fucking coffers.
I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me, yeah.
You know, everything we do pays America money. We can do this shit in-house. We might not want to. It might not be what we're used to, but change happens, and you've got to roll with the times. And if they want to behave like that, then as a consequence, we have to react to that,
exactly.
And not by going, "Oh, fiscally rape us more, please."
Yeah, well, I mean, the FTSE 100 in London is I think 89% or something is American companies that make that up. So,
sorry, that's really weird.
What's that? Your finger gone weird?
Well, no, because my hand's still wonky.
I know your hand's
so I'm
weird,
picking up glasses. I've got to hold my finger out to keep these. Sorry, I'm still figuring out disability. Forget it. Anyway.
Yeah, FTSE 100 is predominantly American companies. So yeah, we are very highly linked to them. But as you said, there's no reason. Well, there's a lot of reasons, but there's nothing from stopping us from doing it. That's basically it, isn't it? We could do it if we put our mind to it.
There's only psychological issues of the people who make the decisions. The fact that they don't want to upset any apple cart, and they certainly don't want to do it on their watch because they are spineless, ballless shithouses.
That's very true.
And they're being paid to be fair. That's the entire reason they're exactly where they are, because they were picked out as people who would do that and submit to the establishment. True. Because it's not a real democracy.
And talking of spineless, what did you say? Ballless shithouses. Pete Hegseth.
No, yeah. Famously.
Yeah, he came out.
The man who can't do a pull-up.
Apparently not, yeah. And says how fitness is absolutely key to the US military. No, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says that Elon Musk's artificial intelligence chatbot Grok will join Google's generative AI engine operating inside the Pentagon. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to work out brilliantly. This is Elon Musk's chatbot that is about to be potentially banned in Europe and the UK. It's been banned in Indonesia and Pakistan. I can't remember. And they're going to let it loose on the US military. Nothing could go wrong here. Yeah, I just thought that was really weird. Like, yeah.
What sort of problem do you think they'd consider problematic?
I don't know.
Because there doesn't seem to be anything. There's nothing that they care. It's literally, they seem to just want the world to be under like the purge 24/7.
Yeah.
And they'd be delighted with that. What the fuck? I don't know why I'm saying what's wrong with them. I diagnose them every week.
Yeah, we know what's wrong with them, yeah.
But we need to address it. Why don't we care about psychopathy? It's destroying everything.
Don't know. Yeah, so the Secretary of War, as he is now known, Pete Hegseth, yeah, he was on stage with Musk yesterday. It's quite telling that Musk has gone kind of crawling back to Trump after their falling out earlier last year.
Yeah.
Because of his trillions of dollars of government subsidies that he receives. So, yeah, he's obviously back in the fold. Sorry, I can't stop coughing today. So, yeah, that's weird. What else have I got left? Not much, actually, which is good. What have you got left?
I watched some clips of the Peter Mandelson, Laura Kuenssberg interview from Sunday.
I haven't watched that.
Peter Mandelson, the disgraced former ambassador in America, best friend of Jeffrey Epstein,
with Epstein, yeah,
all-round shitbag. Refused point blank to apologise. When she asked him point blank, would you apologise to the victims? He said he apologises for them living in a system that let them down and should have listened to them.
So depressing.
Well, you didn't listen even after he was found guilty. You still went partying with him on an island you knew to be referred to as Pedo Island.
Yeah, I know.
You fucking disgrace. And Starmer's he's still got the whip.
Yeah, I know. No, I do. Yeah, he's a disgrace. That's all you can say to that man.
It's disgusting. Really, but the fact that we're putting up with this shit is part of this era we're in, where unacceptable things are now acceptable. Well, no, Because nobody wants a fucking old paedophile loose, earning money from taxpayers for being an absolute knob.
I didn't watch the interview. Was it? I'm kind of in my head. I'm comparing the Mateless.
It's a bit Prince Andrew.
That's what I was about to say. It's a bit like Mateless and Prince Andrew. Was Koonsberg quite forthright with him? Was she asking the right questions?
I've only seen clips. I didn't even know about it, to be honest, till I saw Paul Joe. I've just watched them comment on it.
Oh, okay.
But it was...
I'll have to watch it, actually, and have a look.
Why has he still got the whip, and why is nobody asking Starmer? And, the other thing I thought the other night, that Labour must absolutely love reform being reform. Because the press are just giving Labour so much space because they're so busy focusing in on reform.
Yeah.
Like, because I was thinking the other day, what's our government doing at the minute? Because all I'm doing is looking at America because YouTube feed.
Yeah.
And then I came up on the Hillsborough Bill and I'm like, okay, what else are we doing? Because, the Greenland thing was last week. So I haven't seen much pop up on my feed. And, doesn't seem to be a lot. And then I was like, why am I not seeing more from Labour? Well, blanket coverage of reform, innit? Pretty much.
Always. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
There's nothing good to be talked about as far as Labour are concerned, so they're probably quite
not really
delighted.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Probably using it.
Yes. There was lots of talk on the radio this afternoon about this Chinese embassy that's sort of about to be given planning permission in London.
The old Royal Mint.
Yes. And a lot of commentators up in arms. But I didn't know, I said to you before we recorded, that it was sold to the Chinese in 2018 by Boris Johnson,
years ago.
With the promise of it being an embassy. So it is a legacy Tory thing as usual. But
he didn't promise redacted building plans, though, did he?
No. Yeah, the Telegraph have found a leak or something of plans for things like 208 underground rooms in the building, and they were going on about how it's 1.7 meters away from some high fiber data cables that run between Canary Wharf and the City of London. So they reckon that China will be listening to the financial traffic that goes there. Well, it's funny.
No, just with you saying high fiber, I just imagined like an all brand cable, a bit mental. You know this.
Some bran flakes, yeah.
Yeah.
High speed fiber is what I should have said, didn't it? Not high fiber. Yeah, you're right.
Thanks.
It's not. Sorry, that's just made it worse. Yeah, but yeah. So, but basically, it transpires that that Britain is trying to build an embassy in Beijing at the moment, and so it's a kind of
we're doing the old quid pro quo thing, are we? Not bad.
And so Starmer's off to China next week, apparently, to have a sit down with President Xi.
Where's the reason? And I don't mean the reason. I mean the reasoning. Like, why did China think it would be okay for us to go, oh, you want to do that without us knowing exactly what you did? I thought that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who the fuck would do that?
Yeah. I think America did it with their building as well, but we're allowed to let the Americans get away with it, aren't we? So,
yeah, like Liberace's poodle.
Yeah. So yeah, that was about it, I think, for me today. There's just sort of a bit of a mishmash of different news stories, and Tommy Robinson coming out as gay, maybe. Good on you, son.
I think he's probably just a hedonist, if I'm honest. Although
yeah, it could be.
I did consider that it might. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
I thought of an innocent reason behind it, and I don't want to advertise that. But I did also pick up the Hillsborough Bill is gaining momentum, and it's nearing its end stage, but it has been watered down by Keir Starmer, so that it's officially called the Public Office (parentheses Accountability Bill).
Mm-hmm.
And Alex Davis-Jones, who previously stood and sang You'll Never Walk Alone with the Hillsborough families. Sorry, I wanted to sing Ferry Cross the Mersey then. No.
It was Stand By Me earlier when you were chatting.
My brain. Yeah,
yeah.
She stood with the families and sang the anthem, as I actually got correct initially. Has tabled a motion to water the bill down, where the security services get an opt-out of the duty of candour.
Yeah.
And the entire point is to criminalise lying on public record.
Absolutely. What's the
so to exclude
point?
them would it would make it null and void and just, I don't know. So a lot of people are really, really angry, including all the families, all the MPs who supported it. And they were supposed to be meeting Starmer tomorrow, the Hillsborough families, to discuss the sort of final stage of the bill. And he's now postponed that for a week due to a backbench revolt.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he's got two choices. He either stands with his integrity and morals, that apparently is the only thing left on the manifesto that he hasn't broken.
Is that right?
I'd argue that, but anyway. So you can either stick with it and put it through so that everybody in public office has to tell the truth and will be criminalised if they're found lying, which would have negated... Well, it's 37 years since Hillsborough. Think of all the scandals we've had since then. All the post office people would be in prison. The liars, the people from Fidgets would be in prison. Except they'd never have done it because the threat of prison would have been there. So these scandals wouldn't have fucking happened, which is the entire point of it. This is one area where I think... I can't find the words in my brain. What is it they call it when you're, flippity gibbets? I'm having a massive brain fart.
It's all right.
When the warning is supposed to serve to stop the crime.
Like preventive measures.
Yeah, I think so.
Sort of thing,
this is but this is one place where it's not like theft that happens because of poverty. It's an area where preventative measures, where losing your job and your livelihood, especially in these times, people aren't going to want to risk it. So they're going to have to be honest and do the right thing all the time. Well, you're going to get the odd idiot that'll slip up. Yeah. But then they will be put in prison, and that's fine. This is how it should be. It should include it must include politicians.
Well, you should do, shouldn't it? Yeah,
I need to go and have I need to go and have a think about that.
Yeah, that's really interesting, actually, because then, I vaguely remember us talking about it before, and I think we brought that up, and probably both of us then forgot to look into it, because I think we thought about this previously. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they're...
I mean, they should be first on the bastard list.
Yeah, but I bet there's a carve-out or something, parliamentary privilege, all that bollocks.
Don't know. Well, we'll see, won't we?
We'll have a look at it. Yeah,
that'll be for next week.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully they don't push it back again. Yeah. So that is all she wrote. Is that all you got? Anything else for this week? Yeah, cool.
Just would like to ask people to like, share, and subscribe, please. If we can keep our numbers going up every week and share the truth.
Yes, please. Let's get to 46 countries next week.
Yes.
So anybody that knows anybody that's in...
If you'd like...
I'm just trying to think of a country we're not listening to in Colombia, let's say. So any Venezuelan listeners...
We're not got any Colombians. Oh, that's upsetting.
No, not on Colombians. We have got Venezuela. But nip over the border and take your Spotify over with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, please do that. Like, share, and subscribe to us. Yeah,
and if you would like our tech to improve, please donate to Ko-fi or whatever it is.
Down there, yeah. Yes, please. We're still going to Clacton.
Yes.
Still not giving the date out yet, but it's booked. So Sal and I will be in Clacton soon. Are we not? I don't know. What do you think?
I think you're probably right.
I think we shouldn't broadcast it.
Hadn't occurred to me.
But we are going to be in Clacton quite soon. Very soon. To have a chat to some people in the street and see if they'll speak to us and see See what they actually
there's some
think.
boss people down there.
I bet there's loads of really cool people in Clacton, yeah. So, yeah, but that's cool.
Everyone's just bloody fed up, aren't they? Regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. Get onto our website, noholdsbarredpod.com. Email us, shout to us, whatever you want to do. Get involved. But that, I think, will do it for now, and we'll be back. Oh, God, we might end up doing 3 episodes this week if we end up doing PMQs tomorrow.
Yeah, Don's going to join me for PMQs.
I'm going to try and do that again tomorrow.
But it's a way that you can listen to PMQs without having to listen to the braying, which I can assure you is delightful because I'm the only one who wants to listen to it this way.
Yeah, definitely. So, so keep an eye out for that. If you subscribe, then you'll get a little notification every time we put an episode out. So do that on YouTube. Or
please subscribe, like, share, tell your friends.
Reviews are good. They always help boost us up as well. So, yeah.
Good reviews are even better.
Yeah, that's true. Any review's good, but a 5-star review would be perfect. Yes, thanks. So with that, let's wrap it up, and we shall see you in a few days.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.